Welcome to Chucker TV. I'm Dale Schwetz with Yan, Eric, Frank, and we're live. Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1, just for the fun of it, final. Tell me about the teams.
I will, but before I do, Dale, happy Mother's Day to all
the moms.
To all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Glad to have you tuning in with us here this morning. Now then, Dale, we've got, just for the fun of it, as you said, we've got Newport playing out against Orea Polo team. Newport, I think, yes, they are in the white shirts again. Double G Goldstien, Double G Marc Ganzi playing number 1 and 2. And then we've got Santi Chavan and Tomancho Perez playing off 7 and 6 goals together. And then the Orea Polo team, Petra Sobotova, who played a cracking game, I have to say.
Unbelievable, yeah, very well. Very strong game. I'm looking forward to seeing her play here on number 1 field.
Absolutely. And then at number 2, always up for a surprise, the Mohawk, or the Mohican, that is Sugar Erskine, the man from South Africa.
Always got some style going on, Sugar.
Absolutely.
He is a crowd pleaser.
And then Justin Daniels and, of course, Pablo Spinacci. The players are ready, Dale, as is the umpire, so I think we might just take our seats.
So thanks for checking in Chucker TV today. We have a double header for you, so stay with us for our 2 games today. We will have our Sun Cup final also today. We're going to switch around here at the grandstand field, so if you are in the Wellington area, come on down. Follow Lake Worth Road all the way to the end. You'll find the flags. You'll see an open gate there. Come on in. Hang out with us a little bit here at the Grand Champions Polo Club at the number 1 and number 2 field. Yeah, and we got Mark Holmes in the saddle today.
We do indeed, and you were just talking about the big final later on this morning. Of course, that is scheduled to start at around about 11:30, and we've got another interesting combination. We've got Melissa Ganzi up against the Cobra. So all 3 Ganzis playing today in the 2 finals, about to start now. You can see the boys are lining up. And, of course, the one young lady, Petra Sobotova. And then it'll be Ganzi against Ganzi in the final of the Sun Cup 2021.
Now, they got 3 up on the board over there, but I was checking my handicaps, and I thought we had 4-goal handicap here. So we'll check with Tracy down low. But I thought we have a 17-goal team against a 13-goal team. And just to make sure they're on the handicaps, everybody. All right, so what do we have wrong? You're saying I still have 17 goals against 13, so. I got Sugar on 6, Pablo on 6, Justin on 2, and Petra on a -1. That gives us 13 there, and I got a 6, a 7, a 3, and a 1, which gives us 17. Well, we'll get the handicaps checked out here.
Well, the umpire just having a word there with the official, just to make sure that the handcaps are, of course, correct.
That's it. Thank you, sir, Kale. All right, there you go. So we do have a change there. We apologize. As Santi Chavan is not playing today, we have Nacho Figueres in the saddle. So welcome, Nacho. And he's going to come in at 6 goals, so that's where you're going to get 3 on handicap. Thank you, Kale. Thank you, Tracy. As we did not know up here in the booth that Nacho was playing for Santi Chavan, that makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference indeed, but thank you very much, Kale, of course, getting us that very important information. Here we go then. Mark Holmes throwing the very first ball into play here of the Just for the Fun of It Cup. And it's the man with the number 4 straight away on the move here. And that, of course, the 6-goaler, Pablo Spinacci. Once again, let me just run you through Orea Polo. We've got, of course, Petra Sobotova at number 1, the only lady player on the field this morning. In the first game, we have a second lady coming in a little bit later on. And here we go, no mistake, a very quick goal here for Justin Daniels, getting things underway here in the first of our 6 chuckers.
You got it. Justin was very active on Friday, so keep an eye on him as Sugar and Justin will play in the front of the game behind Petra. Petra likes to run with the ball, and we talked about that, Yan, you and I, as she scored some spectacular goals on Friday as she played against, we had the 2 ladies playing against each other, Melissa Ganzi with Seminole Casino Coconut Creek, and Petra with the Orea team, and they were both scoring goals back and forth. The teams were using them. It was a lot of fun to watch. They both said they had an amazing time playing against each other, so that's a lot of fun. Spring season based on fun and a lot of opportunity for players to come on in. Also play some young horses. Also bring some new horses up for the summer, as we will be traveling to the Aspen Valley Polo Club, AspenValleyPoloClub.com. You can check it out if you'd like to come up during the summer and check us out there. We will be there July, August, and September, and it's going to be Gene.
Goldstien on the move here. Nice pass that came across the field there from Ganzi. Goldstien takes it, runs with it, sends it up further. Now looking for Tomacho Pierres. Pierres got a man on, and all of a sudden, a lot of pressure coming here from Spinacci. He was instrumental in that first goal, and there is a nice return play. Goldstien getting his first, and a very quick goal here for Newport. But remember, they are, of course, trailing by 3 goals, because as Dale was saying, as you were saying just now, Dale, Orea Polo team coming in with 3 goals in hand. So Gene Goldstien getting things underway very quickly here for Team Newport.
Love the pass here by Pierres. Tomacho's going to lay it inside there. Not an easy shot as he cut that ball 90 degrees to the side. I love how he didn't go for the goal there, Yanni. Left it on the field. Knew that he had Gene run in behind him. A great goal by Goldstien.
Yeah, and you know what, Dale? I mean, we've only just played a couple of minutes, but already I think it's fair to say that the pace of this game, from the word go, from the get-go, very quick here. Now on the little bit of a jumpy, bouncy pony there, man, with the number 3. Daniels tries to send a long ball down the field. Petra tried to get herself in situ, but I think Grant Ganzi got a piece of that, as Daniels will just run that pony off and try and calm it down a little bit. We're a little bit jumpy down here, which of course does not make life easy for him.
No, Nacho's going to go down the center on this one, back to double G. Grant Ganzi. Grant from a hundo is going to lay one in there. This ball's got eyes, Grant Ganzi. He's rolling in. Oh, just off the left side. But I love the give and go.
Absolutely. A great strike there. A great shot by Ganzi. A little bit of a Remington, I would say.
Yes, sir. And we're going to see a few Remingtons today. We saw about 7 on Friday. Such close calls as a couple teams. And this was one of the teams here. If you remember the Newport team, they shot a goal a lot against
I remember it well, yeah.
On that afternoon game against the Sebucon team. And so I would think today they'll dial in a little better, because they had about 12, 13 goals that were just wide, and 7 of them were Remington.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Dale. We're creating our own little language here. Remingtons, a hundo, coast to coast. We should write a little guidebook maybe for people so they understand.
Hey, you got to get the Chucker TV translation book.
Exactly. Now that reminds me, of course, if you haven't got the app, Polo in your pocket, the Chucker TV app. Dale, you've got it.
Very important, very important. You need to have the app. Get
Yep.
Polo behind, best Polo around the world at any time.
Absolutely.
And you can go back and see all the games also on there, Jan. So, if you miss a game, you can pull it up. You're sitting in the bus stop. You're driving your Maserati, whatever you're doing.
Having a cup of tea?
Having a cup of tea, sitting at the pool. Like you like to go to the beach and watch.
Oh, yes. And I'm still waiting for you to turn around and say
I sit in the jacuzzi and watch.
Yeah, but you're posh.
I love it.
Here we go. The play is called. The team in the orangey red shirts, I'm going to call them, will have possession, and a nice strike looking for. And finally, she gets her first touch. Petra Sobotova, who, as you said, Dale, played a cracking game on Friday. Coming through the center there with the number 3 with Justin Daniels, but it's short-lived as it's turned around on the spot by the 6-goaler, Nacho Figueres.
Loose ball play, and he's got Tomacho going for it. Pierres is going to hit a laser beam, and he's got Gene Goldstien in the front. Gino's going to shoot one, and that ball's got eyes. Oh, no. I thought that ball was going in, but it looked like it bounced just off to the right side.
Very unlucky.
Another knock ain't coming.
Absolutely. Very unlucky, but again, that pass was perfect. Gene loves those kind of balls. So both of these teams, they're not wasting any time here, really getting their engine revved up very early on. Here the man now with the Mohican. A nice little cut shot, lays it up beautifully for Petra Sobotova.
Petra's on the move on the gray pony over the center, and she does this well. She hits every first ball into the corner here. Take the long way home. It's going to get a little help as Justin comes in. They both override, and it'll be Nacho. Figueres will turn it around and turn the defense into offense for Newport, and here comes Gene.
Goldstien once again on the move. We said he loves these. Look at that pony open up nicely for him. Goldstien, solid first strike from him. Getting a little bit of distance here. Checks up nicely. Has a look. Will he go for the, well, as you would say, drive for show or putt for dough? He's going to go for the putt for dough. And that, Dale, is a coast-to-coast like butter and
toast. And you got it. And we're going to get it early here. Great outlet pass here from Nacho Figueres. finding Gene Goldstien. And as you said, Jan, that first ball just hit perfectly, a good 100 yards. That gave the Gray Pony an opportunity to get out in front, and that's just all butter on the tap, tap, tap. Goal, goal, goal.
Absolutely, and I'm sure he'll be happy after that near miss that Remington just a few moments earlier by Goldstien. I'm sure he'll be delighted. All of a sudden, they're coming in. Yeah, his second goal, and that also reduces the deficit to just 2 goals. Remember, the Polo team coming in with 3 goals in hand. Justin Daniels, the first and only man so far to score for that team. So nice to see how Newport are coming back very strong. It's Ganzi.
Picked up here, and I like the one-timer here by Grant Ganzi. That's going to give number 3, Nacho Figueres, all day on the Gray Pony. Nacho's going to open it up and gather about 5 more yards on Petra. Slows it down, looking for the control play. Keeps it in between 2 red players. Now Nacho gets a little leap on the pony. No problem, though. Figueres walking the dog. They come inside, and you get a whistle on the play as I saw everybody in the grandstand with their hands in the air. So a great call here by our mount official.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a silly foul, really, right in front of Nacho Figueres, player from Orea Polo team. I'm not quite sure who it was. It was either Pablo or Justin, one of the two, just coming literally right in front. And
a little desperation play down there.
I think that's
you got to be careful there. You don't get the 1 called on you, though. They're going to give it an open goal 2. I like the spot here on a 2, but you could argue that Nacho had the opportunity to score there, but a 2 will work also. They're going to drop it right there, and that's going to go ahead and end our first chucker play. So look at this. Make up the handicap quickly. Newport, stay with us. We'll be back. This is just for the fun of it. We'll send them off, get some fresh ponies, but we're live. Chucker TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you with us on this beautiful Mother's Day Sunday morning, coming to you live, of course, from Grand Champions Polo Club. Field number 1, a very, very special field, and I'm sure the players will be very much appreciating that they are playing on this field. Now, we were talking about this on Friday, Dale. Again, a big compliments to the staff who have turned out these fields immaculate. You call them a pool table. They really are absolutely immaculate. And talking to one of the 2 players after the game on Friday, very impressed with the maintenance and the upkeep of these fields. So if you ever get a chance to come down here, I can only highly recommend it. Come down here to Grand Champions Polo Club. Really superb conditions, and the players are loving it.
And this is why the spring season is so much fun to play. As we said, we have a lot of players traveling around, preparing to go to different places. Get on a Facebook conversation. Let us know what you're doing today. Let us know where you're at, where you've traveled. We hope you've had safe travels. as everybody in the polo world is traveling immensely during these months right here, a month of May and June. So make sure you have safe travel, especially with the four-legged athletes. So very important on that. So make sure you take care of them as you travel across places where there is a lot of heat going on. It is summertime. And remember, we are using the Kersey change here. We'll use it when we need it. For Shucker, we really didn't need it. So a lot of players, we're going to stay on. So we will use it. It is a tournament condition. You can use it wherever you play polo. Just get with your tournament committee. Set it up if you need it. It's a great way to save the four-legged athlete. We found out with a lot of testing going on, not just playing in our medium goal here, as we're playing 16 to 20 goal now, but we were playing 26 goal polo, the World Polo League, and it has been a fabulous routine procedure that we've used here for the last 3 years. All right, on the bowling is going to be Justin.
Daniels winning that ball from the throw-in. Will leave it for Spinacci. Spinacci taking his time to tee it up nicely. A little lofted shot, looking for the front door position, and that's a great pass on the near side. A good pickup. Oh, a little bit unlucky there as that pony stepped on that ball. As Sugar pointing out, saying, hang on, we've got a loose man here. We've got to keep an eye on him. It's picked up on the back line there by the number 3, Nacho Figueres.
Figueres going to put it on the boards right here. Sugar with the Mohawk man coming in hot. He's going to steal that one away. Look at this. He's got Daniels. No, he's got, but it looks like Pablo going forward. Good read here. No, I love it. Oh, will it stay on the field? Bad luck there. But I like the thought process. And Nacho is going to run the turn there. He didn't get any help from the pony there. Get a little bit of a bounce on him. He does break the head off his mallet also. So that ball is going to just slither out of bounds. And they'll bring it back for a safety. Penalty 6, game polo, and the defending play hits it on their own end line. You can see right there, Nacho's trying to run the turn. Just a little bit of a bad play as it bounced off his cane and must have broke the head off there. So must have hit right somewhere, Yan, around the cane area. And he almost got it done. That'll give him time to pick up a fresh mallet. And this is pretty much sitting right in the center there, just about right off the right side post.
Indeed. You know what, Dylan? That is the third time that's happened in this tournament. We had it happen twice on Friday. Juan Bollini also had to endure that, and I think it was either Gene Goldstien or it was Pablo Pelida, but this is the third time, if I'm correct, that we've had a mallet break. So here we go then. Safety 60 for Rio Polo team. It'll be Pablo Spinacci.
Well, Tato's staying pretty busy. You know that, with all those broken mallets. But here you go. This is the way you turn the defense into offense very quickly. As Marc Ganzi going to steal this one away for Newport, and they are lined out here. Everybody's behind them. Gene's going to go forward now. There's the outlet pass. Well done, Grant. Well done, Gene, to push. Oh, Petra. She actually gets in there and diffuses that play across the center, picked up again by Marc Ganzi. He's going to take it forward a little bit further, trying to steal away from Sugar. Neutral play. Pablo will push it along a little bit further for Sugar. 2 players override, kicked off the pony, turned around now, and let's go the opposite direction. And Spinacci says, come on, guys, change the field. Pablo Spinacci looking for room to work on the far side. Sugar says, I got your back. He'll come on in behind them. Oh, well, good rotation here by Sugar. Read that just perfectly as Pablo leaves it behind. And after about a minute of working it across the field, they're going to cross center field.
Absolutely, but unfortunately not to the person they wanted to. Daniels was up at the front, but Gene Goldstien, again, the rotation, the man with the number 1 going back, doing a solid job in defense, and this is teed up beautifully here now for Ganzi. Ganzi has a man on, all out of mid-air, nicely done by Spinacci. We'll leave that one behind, and again, a nice drive over the halfway line from Tomacho Pierres. He's found Ganzi, double G now, but he's got a man on. He's got to be quick here. A cut shot. Well, you see, that's what I thought was going to happen. Sugar coming in, putting his mallet down and avoiding, or blocking, I should say, Grant from getting that shot to goal. So, as I said, Dale, nice pace here this morning. Both teams here fighting very, very hard, and we've seen some great plays.
Yeah, they've opened it up quickly, as we were saying. As on Friday, they came out. Both teams, remember, they played the Friday-Sunday setup. So on Friday, these teams, they don't know each other that well, and they get to watch both games, so they learn a little bit more about how they play, what the best strategy will be. And every time they come out on Sunday, they seem to open it up early. Tomacho's going to take the mallet there, leave it for Nacho. He gets hooked and gets turned around, and uh-oh, trouble in paradise. 3-on-1. Here comes Petra.
So what's over? Solid first touch, a little bit out to the right-hand side. She will try and pick that one up again, but there's a man in between because Sugar was hovering there just to back her up. But Goldstien on very good form here this morning. Goldstien, in comes a challenge from Spinacci. Nice pickup on the near side. The ball still in play as Figueres will send an open backhand. Looking for Pierres, couldn't quite get there in time. Again, nice little play coming in from Sugar Erskine, allowing Pablo Spinacci a lot of space here on the near side. Wants to send it back to Erskine, intercepted by Tomacho. And another nice drive this time. Can he pick it up maybe on the near side? Hard ride off there. But Pierres saves it and keeps that back door firmly shut.
Pierre's going to run the turn there looking like his daddy as he ran the turn back in the day. I love it. I love the little gray mare, too. As a look at this, so great fight here as Pablo and Sugar have been working hard to get one, and they're going to finally get one here. And well-deserved that started way back on the little back shot from Sugar to Pablo. Then they finally worked it all the way down. It looked like Pierres was going to clean it out there, and I love the little gray mare. Did a great job fighting against Sugar, but determined. They kept their heads down and kept on going. We're going to get a Kersey change here as they were running and gunning for a good 4.5 minutes there. That'll stop it as we get Mark Holmes to center, and that'll have 1:48 on the clock here in our second chukker.
Yeah, you said it, Dale. Absolutely well-deserved there. Working very hard all the way from one side of the field all the way up to the other. Good combination play here, and a lot of hard work went into that. So just 2 goals in it. As the clock ticks down, remember the players only have 45 seconds to do that courtesy change. This, of course, being the first now in this game, as you said rightly, Dale, in that first chukker. I think they were just probably so caught up in the momentum they didn't deem it necessary. But I think that rule of 45 seconds and this mandatory pony change, I think is a great rule. And as you said, Dale, it has proven dividends. It's paid out, and it's shown that the injury for the ponies has definitely decreased, and that, of course, can only be a good thing.
That's the biggest part. That's the biggest deal right there. I mean, you see games when players are walking off when they do an all change, and all change means that there is an injured pony. And it's all about the safety of the four-legged athlete. And, you know, that little gray pony right there, Tomatoes, it goes to show you, he was in a dogfight with Sugar and Pablo, 2-on-1. He was beating them all the way. So for 4 minutes running back and forth, gives them the opportunity to save the mare. Everybody knows it. It is within the rules, and that keeps everybody's head in the right place. And back to the center here with 1:48 on the clock.
Ball's back in play. Now, who's going to pick it up first? It comes round out on the far side. It'll be picked up by Tomacho. Tomacho with a nice long drive looking for Spinacci, but Nacho Figueres will get there before he does. Now, Nacho will try. Well, it doesn't have to try. He just watches that one go through. Nice little play, and a job done here for Nacho Figueres.
Well done, win the bowling, get the offensive attack. We see it happen so much in the game of polo, and you wish you could just do it every time, but it is a lottery. That bowling. There's you can talk about set plays all day long, Yan. You can talk about positioning. I mean, I've sat in so many meetings with top pros, top coaches, talked about plays in the bowling, and you just never know. The ball can bounce off a mallet, bounce off a pony. You just never know. So you can set up for it, but usually when you see teams that are organized like this, Marc Ganzi's going to get out, and he's got Gene going. Oh, nice hook in there by Sugar, but look at that. Nacho, dead ball play down the center. Round they go. Little misplay by Sugar. Nacho still trying to keep it going. Turned up, and here comes Orea Polo.
Spinacci takes it over the halfway line. I beg your pardon, that's Daniels, not Spinacci. They both have a white helmet, so we do apologize for the confusion. We've heard the first horn there as Grant now has plenty of space and still plenty of time, over 20 seconds, and he's got Nacho behind him. Surely he will not miss this one as he puts that one through the upright. So a great pickup here, a nice goal for Marc Ganzi. His second of this game, the just for the fun of it. And that will conclude the end of chukker number 2. 2-5s, the equalizer on the score. We'll be right back for chukker number 3.
Thursday.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go then. Chuck and number 3 about to start. Well, Dale took him 2 chuckers to get the equaliser. 5 goals apiece. Gene Goldstien with 2 goals to his name. Marc Ganzi with 2 goals. And, of course, Nacho Figueres. And on the other side, it's half the team with Justin Daniels with 1 and Sugar Erskine with 1. Now, remember, they came in with 3. That is how we add up the 2, the number 5. So, anybody's game still, huh?
And a great start here by the Newport team. This is what you want to do when you got to give up 3 goals. But I want to see Petra. They're going to get Petra out in front here. Still trying to figure out how to get her loose in the front. And so I wouldn't be surprised you'll see Spinacci and Justin releasing that ball. Sugar's been breaking loose there. Once they get that rotation going, you got to be careful. But great start here by Newport. As we come into our third chucker, and these are one of the reasons right here. Samacho Pierres, but taken out of the air by Sugar, and a great rotation out of the bowling. And here you go, Justin Daniels going forward. He's got Petra on the move. Justin trying to get loose here. There's the outlet pass. That ball should lay right in front of goal if it doesn't travel by itself. Petra takes her time. Oh, bad luck, but picked up, and they fouled in. So great team play there as they take care of each other, and Justin will finish it off.
Well, how unlucky can you be? I mean, but you know what, Dale? That's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to you. You know, it's those easy ones where you just have so much pressure. You think you can't really miss this. You cannot miss this.
The toughest play in polo.
Yeah, it really is. But again, a great pass coming in from Justin. She read it well. Petra was in the right. I'm sure she will be kicking herself mentally. But it's a long way from over. I'm sure we will see Petra get her name on the score sheet throughout this game. Here we go.
A great learning situation there, too, you had on those plays. Because I used to play with Carlos Gracita and with Memo Gracita, and I played a lot of 1, sometimes hitting the end line at, like, full speed when I hit balls like that, is to be way in front of your saddle. Yeah. So that way you're ahead, and all you got to do is make that 1 touch, and you don't have to worry about hitting it in the horse's legs or any kind of play like that. Don't wait on it. Take it early.
Absolutely. Well said. Back to the action we go. It's going to be Nacho Figueres with an under-the-neck shot, looking to feed the ball over on the far side to Tomacho Pierres. Couldn't get there in time. Sent back down into the danger zone, but again, the rotation. Figueres trying to turn it around, but I think we might have had a whistle on that play, Dale.
I'm going to stop the clock there. I'm not 100% sure it happened on the boards, but it looks like it's going to go in favor of the white team. Remember, we check with our second man in the stand to see what he's got over there. All right, so right-of-way violation as they're crossed over and went to the near side. There's no right-of-way on the near side. So they'll drop the ball from the spot. It's going to be Newport. Look at Tomacho.
Looking for Gene Goldstien on the outside, trying to get around that player of Orea in defense. They've got to be careful here now. You can't afford a mistake when you're in front of your own goal mouth. Turn around nicely. Again, Justin, clever little play here. I tell you, he's a very solid player, Dale. I've very much enjoyed watching him play throughout this Sun Cup 2021. Again, a good pass here up to Sugar. And Sugar has got Petra in his sights. A bit of a lofted ball is going to be a little bit short for her to get to. But Sugar might get another chance here. He will send another, this time a proper lofted ball. Now then, a little bit of a deja vu. We had this situation on the south end and on the north end. A little bit unlucky there, but again, she read it well, got herself in just the right position, and that could have really been the second goal for Petra.
Well, she went for it early. I love that. Not an easy play, as you got to go for the neck shot. And maybe it would have been easier just to belly out a little bit, right? Yeah, I look up here sitting with Juancito Bollini. She had the opportunity to go right and almost just drag it in instead of going for the harder shot and rolled through there. But I like the approach shot. It was a very proper
shot. Yes, indeed.
By Sugar.
It was by Sugar. Sweets for my sweets, sugar for my Erskine. That's
Do
why.
you use a different word in England for the sugar?
Well,
Or you just call it the sugar?
we should call it the sugar.
Oh, the sugar.
Or sometimes we call it the sweetener.
The sweetener. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Just
All right.
like,
L drop this ball down. It's going to be a safety on the play. It's going to work in favor. And it's going to be Pablo Spinacci. We're going to get a great look at this one. Is our high cam is going to be dead center right behind the number 4. Here comes Pablo.
Spinacci hits it nicely. Those balls can also be very awkward and dangerous if you don't get your mallet underneath that. So again, no goal on this occasion for Spinacci, but Sugar coming out of nowhere, just snapped one on the backhand, didn't quite hit the target. It went over the back line. So Newport will have possession with 3:35 on the clock. And I think, over on the far side, Pablo taking this opportunity to go for a quick pony change.
Yeah, you got it. They want those big opportunities here. And for the Orea Polo team, you want to get these. He's playing against a 16-goal team, and they've done a fabulous job, this Newport team, on getting the handicap under control early to make it more of a one-goal game. It was even going in here to the third chucker. It looks like we're going to get 3 players to jump on this one. Looks like Justin, Pablo, and Tomacho. So we'll get 3 players jump on it. Try to keep the currency change under 45 seconds. That's a standard. And if you can do that, well, think about it. It's about 6 minutes in a game that are taken out if you keep it under a minute. Average injured horse going off the field takes about 3 minutes.
Yep.
If you have a couple of them a game,
That's a lot of time.
you can say, me, it probably takes a lot more time.
Exactly.
And, again, you got injured horses.
Exactly.
So we want to make sure we take care of those 4-legged athletes. Well, here we go. Set play. What do you got? What do you think going to see here? They mixed it up a little bit.
They have. And I like the fact that they're being a little bit adventurous and in trying to change things up a little bit. And Newport still have quite a bit of work to do. I mean, it's only 1 goal in it so far, Rio Polo team in the lead. But I think this is really, Dale, if you were to ask me where to put my money on, and as you know, I'm not a betting man, I'd be very difficult to call. Very difficult to call. Even though there is that 3-goal advantage on paper, at least, I think Orea Polo team are holding up very nicely. So this really could go either way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, John, not to forget us, has done a great spark here from us. He's built in for Shanti Shivan, but he's been a great replacement here and almost a stronger team going with a 6-goal player. They didn't have to give up the extra goals. Shivan was on 7. And they would have been a 17-goal team. They came in as a 16-goal team, but Nacho's just been rocking and rolling and using their team. But here we go. Back to the center on the pace. Going to be Grant Ganzi.
On the move. We'll pick this one up nicely. Ganzi will try a long-distance shot. Well, it's still in play. The first man on it will be Sugar. Oh, he didn't hit that well. That could be danger, but nicely taken and picked up here by Spinacci. And again, a great drive up through the front now. Then let's see Petra run it from coast to coast. Solid first touch from her. Sends it out a little bit to the left-hand side. We'll check up. Gets the, I was going to say the putter out because she really just wanted to tap that ball back into the open space. Again, very quickly, Newport not wasting any time to try and get the ball back in possession. Little bit short. As Justin tried to pick that one up. Ganzi will try and send it all the way down the boards to Gene, who was just waiting there. Ball didn't quite get to him. Picked up nicely now by Sugar.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it. Here comes Erskine. Sugar on the flyer, and he's going to let this one open up, and you're going to love this. Watch Sugar. Sugar now over center, and this pony is just flat out running. Look at this approach shot by Erskine. Look for the drag to the inside, to the far post. He keeps it to the near post, but he looks for the finish, and that's when Sugar Erskine is at his finest when he's running and gunning.
Yeah, beautiful. Great to see from up here. And even an applause from a man who's going to be in the final in a little while, Juancito Bollini, just studying because of course he played against this team.
You got it, gracing us with his presence.
Absolutely.
We always love that when he
Absolutely.
comes up here and sits with us.
Yeah, always on a smile on his face. He's one of those players who just goes out there and gets the job done, doesn't
Gets
he?
it done, man. Always focused, never worries about the umpire, and just keeps on grinding. That's what you like. On his way up. Every day getting better, every stronger, getting stronger. On the backside here, and I like the way Tomacho's been on fire today. Big ball out the backside, but it's going to be Pablo to take the inside.
Indeed, Pablo just getting there a little bit earlier. A great drive, though, from Tomacho now. Then Pablo can't afford a mistake. Nice little tail shot there. looking for a red shirt, but it's Goldstien. It's been a bit quiet around Gene for the last couple of minutes the last chukker and a half, shall I say. As Erskine once again, are we going to see, a nice little tee-up shot there, but he's giving it back to Newport, and it'll be Nacho Figueres. Now, he's going to have to try and get out of that little sticky situation in the corner. He's done well. Gene going into the danger zone. There comes the drive. Can Gene pick this one up? I think that must have hit the post somewhere, Dale.
It did. That was a master shot as it does bounce off the post. We're going to get our 30-second horn, and that'll push us into halftime. So look at this. Orea gathering up 2 goals now. They had the 3-goal handicap to start. They're going to go into the tent, into the locker room with 2 goals on. So enjoy our halftime show. We'll be back for our last 3 chukkers of the Just for the Fun of It Cup here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1, Chukker TV.
Welcome back, everybody. We are, as Dale would say, live here on Chukka TV, coming from Grand Champions Polo Club. It is the just for the fun of it, part and parcel, of course, of the Sun Cup. Remember, we do have the final, as Dale was saying earlier, the doubleheader, the final, due to start at around about 11:30. So make sure you stay tuned with us here at Grand Champions Polo Club and, of course, on Chukka TV. So the players having had a very quick half-time break here. 7-5 if you've just joined us. A very good morning and a very good Sunday, Mother's Day morning to all the mothers, of course, watching. I'm sure there'll be plenty of those watching now. As Dale was saying earlier on, please, always happy to hear from you on the chat box here on Chukka TV. Drop us a little note, drop us a little line if you have any questions. Happy to get back to you with the answer. And, of course, also to give you a shout out. Now, I do believe there are some people watching all around the world, especially over in Europe. So, hope you're enjoying the action so far. Here we go then. 7-5 for the team in the red shirts. And that is Orea Polo team with Petra Sobatova, Sugar Erskine, Justin Daniels, and Pablo Spinacci for Newport. Gene Goldstien at number 1, Marc Ganzi at number 2, and then coming in today for Santi Chavan, we've got Nacho Figueres and Tomacho Pierres playing at the number 4 position. A little bit of a sword fight going on there between Nacho Figueres and Sugar Erskine, but very good atmosphere on the field here. Umpire Mark Holmes having very little to do so far in the form of having to blow a lot of whistles. We've only had maybe 2 or 3 so far. Little bijou, I'd like to call them little bijou fouls as we now watch Tomacho Pierres trying to find his way through those red shirts, but it's going to be last stop as the ball is picked up by Pablo Spinacci, intercepted again by Nacho Figueres, and we saw in the corner of his eye that both Marc Ganzi and Gene Goldstien were on the move, but Nacho might decide to run this one himself. He's got to be careful. Daniels will try and clear it with an open backhand. Didn't make the connection. Nacho will say, thank you very much. Will try and bulldoze his way over, and he does. So that is the first goal of the second half for Nacho Figueres. Remember, they did not score in Chukka number 3, so they urgently needed a goal. 7-6, the new scoreline.
You got Chino out there. Chino, thank you for saying hello to us here on the Chukka TV Facebook page. Norman, what's up, my man? Norman was just out today. Amazing guy right there. He says, wow, awesome goal by Sugar. That was an awesome goal, Norman. That was one of the best goals. Top 10 play, I think, by Sugar Erskine earlier today. Let us know if you see a top 10 play on the Facebook conversation, wherever you're watching from. We always like to take them into our studio, and our studio loves to see that anyways. It helps them pick the top 10 plays when they put their top 10 plays together. So thank you for your input. Here we go, Gene Goldstien. That is a great pickup at speed. Back to the inside. Strong defense by Justin Daniels, though, and we're going to get Petra moving forward. Petra. Another solid hit. Oh, that one's just going to skip over the boards on the far side. So once she gets it lined out, and we haven't seen her yet today get it lined out like she did on Friday where she was breaking right down the center of the field. She's had a couple opportunities today, but with the toughest balls to hit, and those are the ones that are hit down to you and they actually stop, and then you have to hit them at full speed. She's taking a few swipes at them. But looking to get her running out in front again. Great defense here again by the Orea Polo team as Sugar is going to smash one out to the far side on the near side. Turned back up by Nacho. Has been so steady here for Newport today. He's going to find Goldstien going forward. Tomacho with the rotation now wearing the 4 and going forward. Camacho Piedras, you keep an eye on him. He's going to be with us all summer long. And, I like it. Sugar Erskine on the move once again. Little Bay Pony pinning his ears back. Ganzi will put him on his hip. Now Nacho. He'll deal with it. He's got Petra applying the pressure. Might as well back it up. Great here by the number 3, number 4, by Nacho Figueres and Camacho Piedras. Under the neck to go. Open style polo being played here in the 4 chucker. Goal different. Back shot and picked up again. And again, Camacho and Nacho just connecting perfect. And now you got the rotation. It's going to be Ganzi going forward. Grant with the perfect approach shot. This ball might carry by itself.
Oh,
Remington.
Remington. Absolutely so unlucky. He aimed very well. A lot of power in that shot. And as we would say in England, he got robbed.
He got robbed.
He got robbed.
I like the approach shot here, though, because if you think about this one here, he has the pressure coming from Sugar. Might have just hit it so perfect that it carried on, because I think Grant was looking for the approach shot there. But again, striking the ball cleanly. And sometimes when you have the energy, but you notice, Yan, those 2 players were actually on the breakaway going the other way. That's what I love about the game of polo. The 4-legged athlete is a big part of that. They're on the breakaway going one way. Sugar, Grant makes a defensive play. Then they get the rotation again. Next thing you know, it's Grant going the opposite way. And now Sugar on the defensive side of the field. And on 2 sides of the center line, a good 100-yard difference.
Yeah, well, I think both of these teams, Dale, it's not just for the fun of it. This is for the pure pleasure of it. And I think you can really see how much fun the players are having out there this afternoon, or this morning, I should say. And, compliments, as I say, to both teams. Here we go then. Orea Polo team with a nice knock in. It's going to be picked up by Sugar. Now, Sugar will be looking for Petra. And there is exactly the ball that she wanted. Petra had a bit of a bouncing ball. Very unlucky there for Petra Sobatova as it's sent back over the halfway line by Nacho Figueres.
Loose ball play picked up here now by Pablo. And he has been stalking with the number 4 today. He's going to take some Pablo riding some of the Santa Rita breeding operation young ponies. As Pablo will be on them. He'll work them through the summer also. So he'll mix it up and play different horses as needed. So keep an eye on those, because it's a big part of the game of polo. We all know that. They need to start somewhere. And Goldstien on the move right there. Gino, he looked up. He saw Camacho going forward. But Ganzi's going to jump in here, and he's got 2 options. He's got Camacho, and he's got Gene still going forward. Grant trying to get through the hook of Pablo. He does it perfectly. I don't know how he did that. He almost delayed his swing. Nacho, who has been perfect following and keeping his team moving today. Now he'll work it back to the inside. Figueres. He's got a little room here. That's a great ride off. And look at the defense by Spinacci. Well done, Pablo Spinacci. Little Bay Pony. Spinacci leans way back. Camacho will bounce it off of Sugar. And now we've seen Sugar, Erskine, and Pablo Spinacci hook up once today. Here's Sugar now, and there's a laser beam. Almost out of the air by Camacho, picked up by Pablo. There's the approach shot inside the red zone once, twice, and now Spinacci's going to get the high flag. And that's going to bring it down to 40 seconds on the clock.
Absolutely. The first goal there. Great combination play. Spinacci read it well. Sugar, of course, instrumental, as you said. Absolutely connecting so well. So that just leaves Petra Sobatova. Supernova, as I like to call her, the only lady on the field and the only player yet for Orea Polo team to score. We've heard the horn, and that will conclude end of chukker number 4. A goal apiece there in that one, Dale. So still a lot to play for.
And you?
Well, Dale, here we are then. Welcome back. Chukker number 5. Well, the last two chukkers, not much change. Half time, it was 5-7. They left chukker number 4. It was 6-8. A goal coming from both teams. One from Nacho Figueres and the first also from Pablo Spinacci. So 2 goals in it. 2 more chukkers to play. Here we go. Ball's thrown in on the far side. Mounted official, of course, this morning on Mother's Day 2021. Coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club here on TV, the umpire Marc Holmes. So far doing a very solid job as Nacho Figueres wants to get one back quickly. Oh, he's got a chance here. Snaps one. Nearly a millionaire shot then. No mistake. And Nacho Figueres getting his 3rd goal of this just for the fun of it final.
What a shot right there by Nacho. But I got some people coming in here again, Yan. I got Christina Ambrose coming on. She says, Remington, and she has a question mark. Well, Christina, I'm going to let Yan explain a Remington to you.
Well, first of all, good morning, Christina. Thank you for joining us. A Remington is what we call a close shave. There used to be a brand, an American brand, Remington, and I think the strap line was, it was a close shave, or the best close shave you can get. So when the ball just barely misses the goal, we call that, now here at Grand Champions Day, we call that a Remington. And that's just a play on words for a very close shave.
And not to confuse that with the Remington shotgun.
No.
But Christina, we always love when you interact with us, so thank you so much. As we are gonna start producing the Chukker TV handbook.
Yes.
On all of the slang and uses that we use.
Exactly.
That works.
For example, a COP. Change of possession.
You got it. Coast to coast. Like butter and toast.
Exactly. Well, that's one of your copyrighted lines, Dale.
Well, we got it all down there, as you know what we do. We love the polo. You know what? Here we go. Keep the action up.
And it's Spinacci. Spinacci on the move once again for Orea Polo team. He will just keep that ball in play. He's got Marc Ganzi breathing down his neck there. In comes the under the neck shot to try and center it, where Petra Sobotova was waiting to pick that one up. Just a little bit short. As over on the far side now, Nacho Figueres will pick this one up. He might just have to hold back a little bit. Gene Goldstien now going back forward. There is the drive. Had a little bit of a deflection there. Did not make it through. Nice pick up here on the near side by Justin Daniels. Another little snap under the neck from Spinacci to send it back to Daniels, but intercepted by Nacho Figueres. Now he's got the choice of 2. Out to the left or out to the right. He goes to the left looking for Goldstien. And Goldstien wants to play that one-touch polo, wanted to pick that one up on the drive, and out of nowhere, from the 3rd or the 2nd line, comes Tomacho Pierres.
Tomacho inside, and this is the battle of the 6-goalers today, Yan, and I love watching it, as we have 2 6-goalers with Spinacci and Erskine on the Orea team, and then you have Figueres and Pierres, and it has been fun watching these guys run around. Don't get me wrong, add the addition of Gene Goldstien and Grant Ganzi on a very strong 16-goal team for Newport. And then Orea with Petra, Sabotova, and Justin Daniels. And Justin has been great on 2 goals today also.
Amazing.
Handicap-wise, it's been really fun to watch this. And again, the field conditions are just spectacular for Polo. Very open, clean game.
Yeah.
Not many fouls here. And as umpire Marc Holmes, always in a great position. Use one umpire here for our spring season. We have Steve Lane in the stands. Have the ability to come to Steve if he needs him. They are radioed up. And that works very, very strong. And then Steve can radio the studio if we need it. As we also do have all the triggers in place, similar to what you see in the World Polo League all season long. All right, center 5B from the center. And Spinacci's been on fire today.
Yeah, and I believe, Dale, that is the first hit from the centre, the first 5B of this game. Spinacci with a nice strong drive. He's going it straight through the centre there looking for Erskine. Now he's got a wall of 2 defending players there from Newport. Couldn't quite make the pick-up. Turned around quickly, and Petra saying, get out of my way, that's my line. Picked up again by Daniels. Erskine will send it back downfield, and it has a deflection coming off the pony there of Tomacho. Daniels couldn't quite get his mallet head around that, so that ball will go over the back line. Let's look at the clock, 3:19. And I can see that one player over on the far side is going for a pony change, and now a few of the others will follow suit as well. So there we are then, 8-7, just as you said, Dale. 1 goal in it, the only goal so far in this 5th chukker coming by Nacho Figueres.
You got it. I love watching the Spadania team back in the day with the Pierres, with Afonso and Gonzalo. They also used to play with Ernesto Trotz, and, of course, my man Gracita. And Carlos Gracita, he's played number 1. And great seeing Tomacho here playing now. And going to be, as we talked about it earlier today, he's going to be up at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Looking forward to that. And remember, summer season on its way, so make sure you tune in to Chukker TV all summer long. We're going to change it up a little bit for you, as we do all summer. I'll be on the mic, but we're going to bring a lot of people in. We always have. You never know in Aspen, Yan. We always bring the pro players in. We have all kinds of different things going on up there. And you're going to be going to Europe. And that should be a lot of fun.
Yep, very much. Well, I tell you, I am envious. I'm very envious of you, Dale. I would love to go to Colorado. But, yes, of course, we have the European season, which is more or less just about starting now. Temperatures not quite the way they are here in southern Florida. But I shall definitely be missing you, Dale, and the entire Chukker TV crew. And, of course, wish you and everybody here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club and, of course, at Grand Champions a very, very healthy, above all, summer season. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Make sure you stay safe. And even though it looks like we might be coming to the end of this pandemic, it is not completely over. So keep safe, keep that distance, and do whatever it takes so that we will see you all back here, of course, next year. Back to the action we go, and Grant Ganzi on the move.
Ganzi's going to switch to the near side here. That's going to be a deep, deep, deep neck shot. He gets a piece of it, but that ball will trickle over the end line there. Over 200-plus games, Yan, on the broadcast this season here. And that is a tremendous amount of polo. And you can always go back and watch those on the app, on the website, or on the Facebook page. Big ball on the backside here as we click down to 2 minutes.
Now then, a dead ball. Nacho will get there first. He saw once again Tomacho had turned. Ganzi got there in between. Ganzi couldn't control it. In comes Spinacci. Now Spinacci will see that Petra very quickly turned her pony. Here we go then. Petra Sobatova in front and out on her own. Gets the support from Daniels. We'll get another piece of this. Oh, this is a good run by Petra. And Petra will tease us.
Oh, and just off to the side. And, man, that was one of the ones she's going to get going. The first play was the hardest. She went from right to left, back from left to right, and did a perfect job. She got the ball moving forward there. Just a little trouble with the finish. But shooting that goal and keeping the ball moving.
Absolutely. Well, I do hope, I very much wish that she does score. Like I say, she is the only player yet to score still on Orea Polo team over on... There we go. Penalty 2 was given, and thank you very much, Steve. And there is that goal, well overdue indeed. A round of applause I can hear there. Petra Sobatova, Supernova, getting her score. So now all 8 players there, unless my maths or my eyes are deceiving me, all 8 players now on the score sheet, and that makes it 9-7 in favor of Newport.
Yeah, back to the center on the far side. And nip and tuck here. 9-7 Orea. And this is the little lead they wanted. They've kept this 2 goals. Remember, they had the 3 goals on handicap, and they've kept that here in the second half. And here's one reason why. It's been Spinacci, Pablo, and Sugar. They worked well together in the second half. Loose ball play, Gray Ponies turning. There's a couple of them out there. Look at this, Tomacho now. Let's see if this little one can scamper. Tomacho Piedras on his first breakaway of the day. Spinacci coming on strong on the dark gray. Tomacho once, Tomacho twice. Tomacho! And the finish right there, and that is a spectacular goal by Piedras. Not a coast-to-coast, but almost with the butter and the toast.
Indeed, indeed. A great, great run to see. And that, of course, brings it back within 1 goal. So, Orea, I need to correct myself just now. I had it the other way around. Orea Polo team going into the sixth and final chukker with a 1-goal lead. 9 goals to 8 then. Make sure you stay with us here for the sixth and final chukker for Just for the Fun of It. Welcome back, everybody. Chukker number 6, Welldale, 1 goal in it. Who's going to win this one?
This is back and forth, Deanna. You know, I got to give it up here to Orea being a 13-goal team against a 16-goal team. I mean, you would lean towards the 16-goal team being only a 1-goal difference. And they play in a similar style, though. This is up in the air. This could be anybody's team. Orea has definitely shown that they're a stronger 13-goal team than when they started.
And not only that, I think you'll agree with me, Dale. They've been very, very consistent, Now, we did see that goal from Petra Sabotova come in, but she's had a couple of very, very near misses. Now, if you were to add those up, then I would think it's safe to say that Orea Polo team would already be in double figures.
Yeah, they've had more knock-ins, the Newport team, and we've seen this on Friday as with the Newport team as they played against Sebucan, and Sebucan knocked in 15 times against this team in the white jersey. So these guys, they know how to score goals, but possession is big, and here comes Camacho.
Pierres, can he pick this one up? Yes, he can. Slightly overshot it. What's he got up his sleeve? He will try and tee it up, but there's no white shirt there. Instead, once again, Daniels, again, also trying to get a little bit of a control on that ball. Deciding now to take the scenic route. There is the pass up through the center. This is a good ball. A little bit too... Oh, he did well to pick this one up. Spinacci on the move.
Pablo Spinacci with a spectacular pickup. Look for the finisher, Pablo, off to the left side, and that could be trouble. But was that a play of the day?
Absolutely. Very, very strong there by Pablo. Correcting himself. The ball stumbled a little bit, but he did well to reach out and pick it up. Would have liked to have seen him finish it, but again, a great run. And Pablo also very consistent throughout this game here this morning.
Pablo, for an 8-goal player, man, in his prime. This guy plays polo. He had 6 goals. You got to keep an eye on him. He is so strong, and that just shows you right there what a horseman he is to make that happen. But it's going to be Nacho Figueres one more time, launching one, looking forward, double G.
Ganzi will watch that one drop. Will try and pick it up on the bounce. A little bit unlucky. And Sugar will be thinking, thank you very much. I'll take that with me. Little under the next shot. Sends it back to Spinacci. Spinacci straight away looking for Petra. Now then, she opens up this pony. Petra Sobotova. We've been here a few times before. Petra, nice approach shot here. Will she take another 2 or 3 shots? Oh, unlucky. In comes... Well, Justin was just beaten there by Tomacho Pierres. The pressure is still very much on. As that ball, again, a nice open backhand coming from Petra to put it back on the green. But now it's Newport on the break.
Grant Ganzi on the far side. Oh, I like what Camacho goes forward. Let's see if he's got the foot leg. But look at this one of Sugars again on a flyer. Erskine was going to run the turn there. He's going to get some help. Now the sword fight. Oh, nifty little play. Spinacci once again is going to spin this one around. Oh, it looked like Justin And that was a splendid play by the 2-goaler. And they're going to go 2-on-no-one on the breakaway.
Here we go, the pass. He's trying to send it. Oh, a bit of a deflection, but he's working very hard. Now then, Petra puts a mallet down, needs to be composed. Come on, Petra. It's got your name on it. She got robbed. She got proper robbed.
That's robbed by the Remington?
Yeah, she got robbed by the Remington.
We're going to have to add that to
We're going to have to add that
to the Chucker TV book.
Robbed by the Remington.
Because we'll all be scratching our heads on that one. I like that one on Steve Lane. As Steve always up here helping us out. Steve Lane also on the mic this year. I know a lot of people were enjoying that. So we've been mixing it up on Chucker TV. We love when you enjoy hearing all the different voices and opinions. And where we got? Chino Martinez, you wonder where the Polo's at? Well, there's Polo everywhere, but we like to go up to the mountains. Aspen, Colorado, which is actually Carbondale, Colorado. It's about 30 minutes, 25, 20, depends how you drive. 20 minutes from Aspen, Colorado, about 30 minutes from Glenwood Springs. Sits right in the middle, right by a little town called Basalt. If you like fly fishing, well, that's where it is. It's the most prestige, highest level, gold level of fly fishing in the world. Did you know that yet?
I mean, I've heard of fly fishing. What is fly fishing?
Fly fishing. So you have a rod where you're bringing the fly in and out of the water.
Yeah.
And you got it's like a feng shui, they say. Okay. I've never done it.
No.
I can't believe I never have.
So, but the fish don't actually fly then? Because I know there are
No,
fish.
the fish don't fly, so you're catching trout.
Right,
but you use a fake fly.
Oh, I
on
see.
your rod to see flies laying on the water, and then they fly off the water.
Gotcha.
And those fish like to eat the flies.
Oh, that's how.
So you use a bait, so you're always working your bait, and it becomes a dance, they say.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun, they say, and it's just a spectacular play. Do it based on the rivers up there is the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Amazing fish. What a place it is. But there's so much to do out there. There's so much hiking and biking and river rafting. And just it's a very, very active place. When it comes to cuisine, well, whatever you want.
Perfect. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. So any other questions you might have, please drop us a note on the chat box as we go back to the action now. Ganzi on the move. He's got no one to play it to. Gene Goldstien there staying with Petra Sobatova. It'll be picked up just adjacent to the halfway line by Daniels. Daniels will turn things around now. He might want to run this one himself. No one to play it to. You can see he's taking the pace out of the play a little bit, waiting for Erskine to go up. Erskine waiting in vain for that ball. Coming charging down the line was Nacho Figueres, and Justin, as you would say, with his hand in the cookie jar coming across that line. Of course, that is a big no-no. But as you said earlier, Dale, very, very little on the whistling. A very fast, a very open, and above all, a very fair game here this morning.
And I got another new word for Chucker TV. That's a cookie monster.
Yes, a cookie monster.
He got his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, we should write these down. A cookie monster. There we go. As Nacho will quickly take this penalty. 5A looking for Goldstien. Goldstien will just hold back, waiting to take a shot. Now, Gene Goldstien can hit a long-distance ball as well. But back again in defense. Sugar, he did not clear that far enough. Goldstien still, he wants to get a second piece of it if he can. But nicely taking care of business there in defense by Orea Polo team.
All right, since was on the outlet pass, they had players going, but Nacho's going to slam down, clean this one up, and this could be a problem. Nacho Figueres at the 60-yard line here, needs one to get the equalizer. Sugar comes flying in. They leave this one for Tamacho. Pierre's on the offside, back to the near side, ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving inside the 40 now. Leaves it for Nacho, and this is the combination of the two 6-goalers that we've been seeing the Orea team with Erskine, Spinacci, now Pierres and Figueres. And look at this, the equalizer with 2 minutes left in our 6 Chucker play.
Well, Dale, I have a feeling that whoever scores next will not only, of course, put them into that team into double figures, but I think that could be the winning goal. So with 2 minutes or a little less than 2 minutes remaining on the clock, they go back to the center. And I don't think we've had that like we didn't in the first Chucker, also in the 6th Chucker now, which I can totally understand. No courtesy horse change. Players very keen to get on with it and hopefully score the winning goal.
Grant Ganzi says, I got this one, guys. Let's run with it. G on the right side, on the left side. Ganzi, 7 in a row, takes it inside the 40. Now Nacho, looks like Pablo's just going to slam on the brakes there. And now whoever gets the next run here, Yan, with about 1:24 on the clock, and look at this, Justin Daniels and Tamacho, and it'll be Justin to override, and it's going to be Figueres. Nacho backs it up. Gene with the play. Sugar.
Nice little pass from Sugar over the halfway line, and he's found on the near side. He had to reach very far. He just got a very slight little piece of it, Spinacci. But Ganzi very, very alert and alive now. He's got no one to play it to. He might have looked at the clock. He knows he's got to do something here as we are within a minute left to play. A little under the neck shot is what it's going to take. There it comes. It just shaves the front of that goal mouth as now Sugar Erskine. Has he got the time? 39 seconds left on the clock. He will leave this one behind, but Newport have it once more, and this could be the play of the game now in front of goal. Erskine got a piece of it. No Newport shirt there as they pick it up on the back line. Here we go then. 20 seconds left to play.
Big ball down the center. Petra's going to get one more run. She's going to lay this horse out in front. Petra picked the first one up, keeps it moving. Down to 10 seconds. Petra will leave it behind for Justin. Now Daniels inside the 40. Look for the cut shot. What a save by Gene Goldstien. Defensive play of the... Well, you got to give one up to Sugar and Gene. But two mega defensive plays to leave this one equal. And I think they're going to go ahead and call this one with a 9-9, and we'll check with Kale as this is just for the fun of it tournament. So we'll see what the two teams decide on this one. But Yan,
wow,
some spectacular defensive plays there by both teams.
Absolutely, and you know what? They are both, if you ask me, Del, they are both worthy winners of this just for the fun of it. They're shaking hands, and congratulations. It would have been so nice to see Petra score that final goal there in the dying seconds. So just waiting to get confirmation whether we're going to have another chucker or not. So do stay with us. We are mobilizing everything that we possibly can to get back to you with an answer on that. But the players...
All right, so they come down here, and this was what a game. I got to say there, the last couple plays, and that turned into a battle on the defensive side. Nacho Figueres was on the fly, and they put that down, and a great save by Erskine on the far side. Then they went to break loose, and Goldstien makes a amazing save at the end, as Justin Daniels had a shot at goal. So kind of returning the favor there on the defensive side of the battle. And so still in the field here. They're going to take some time. And I'm sure they'll set up here for some kind of shootout. Yep, they're going to set out for the shootout. So they'll send them off. Justin's going to go ahead and change his pony. And they're going to get here. They're going to set up here now with our mountain official. All right, they're going to have Petra and Gene Goldstien are going to go ahead and do the shootout here, Yan. So this should be a fun shootout. As playing just for the fun of it, is Petra and Gene Goldstien are going to shoot off.
Absolutely. I've just had the confirmation from the umpire, Mark Holmes. So they're going to basically have a shootout. And let's see. He was saying that they're going to have a shot at goal each. So it could be now. This could be the moment that Petra actually becomes that supernova.
Yeah, right. The supernova comes out. But, Goldstien, he's been on fire today, too. So this is a big play. And we talk about that penalty, too, being the, toughest play in the game of polo. Actually, the penalty 3 probably is, but one shot, one approach, one shot, and they'll go ahead. And so we'll see what they decide to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see the ladies going first here. And yes, it's going to be Petra on the approach. Shot on goal, and that ball has eyes, but does it have
Yes.
legs? And
Yes.
yes, it does, as it trickles across the line.
Yep, there she is, supernova, Petra Sobotova. Now then, the pressure very much on Jean Goldstien.
All right, now they go back and forth here, as they'll move it back after the first shot, and looks like Jean getting a lot of help from his team here. I love that. He's got Camacho teeing the ball up and Nacho giving him some head, I guess probably some whatever you say to get ready for these. Here comes Goldstien. Jean's going to fire one, and he gets the high flag, so now 1-1. And this is fun.
This is giving the name of this game all the credit it deserves just for the fun of it. Mark had a big smile on his face just now, so it's going to be shot number 2.
Looks like you're going to move that back to the penalty 3. So you're going to add 10 yards here. And now, this is why I call the penalty 3 the most difficult shot in polo.
Exactly.
Watch, because Petra's was a good shot, but I don't know. It didn't have the distance for a 3, that 10 extra yards. So let's see if she can line it out here. She says, I'm going to go get a new mallet.
Yep.
You're going to get ready for it. She might switch off on her horse. We'll see what she decides to do here. No, she said, bring me a new mallet. And I like this. It shows how determined she is to make this goal. And it's a big pressure shot.
It is, but you know what? I like her enthusiasm. I like her spirit. Petra, of course, loves her polo, takes her polo very, very seriously. And I'm sure she'll want to do the best she can. She's got her new mallet. Is she going to take it straight on the run-up? No, she's going to slow it down. Umpire will have to call play before she's allowed to take that shot. It's a penalty.
They are going to go with the 2 again, okay?
Yep, they're going to go with the penalty 2 again. Sugar's just putting it on the penalty 2 spot, and I think that's fair.
Hey, it's all good. That's standard there. I like moving it back, but, that's me, and I tend to want to curve the rules.
I know, Dale, I know. That's why you are so different. You are so special, Dale. So, Petra up again now. The pressure slightly on. But she's probably got her favorite and her good luck charm mallet. Here we go then. Petra Sobotova. That looks solid to me, Dale. That looks very solid to me.
Very solid. Very solid. Straight stroke there. Great follow through, Petra. Now applying the pressure back to Goldstien. Better go first here, better go second. What do you think?
Well, I mean, being the lady, you would obviously let the lady go first,
Right, but what if she decides to say, hey, Jean, I would like you to go first?
Yes. Well, that, of course, is her call. That is, it's a good one. It's a good question. But at least she now knows she's got what she wanted. So the pressure now on Jean. And Jean... Yeah,
fires one through there and almost takes out Mark Holmes, the Armada official. And now they go to a 3.
Okay.
And now we go to the toughest shot in polo.
Yes, which I know you could do easy.
Well, I shot 99% 3 years playing with Melissa Ganzi, Marc Ganzi, Juan Bollini. 16 tournaments, won, 1 loss in 3 years, Jan. So, but you do a lot of practice.
Yeah.
I had a lot of practice. Practice every day, probably hit 50 balls even in the evening to practice.
No, that's what it is. It is practice like so much in so many sports. Here we go then. This time, Alicanta.
Oh, she get the piece of that one, and I'm surprised now because she hit those other 2 balls pretty well, and I think she had the distance on the second one to carry the penalty 3.
I think, as you were rightly saying, I think that's a mental blockage there. I think because you have that extra 10 yards, I think that's all it is. I think it's...
I mean, a different look, of course, but she did hit enough. She had enough yardage, I think, on the second one, I believe. First one, no. First one would have been short on the extra 10 because it made about 2 yards across. So she would add another 8 there. Here's G. Goldstien. And G's going to put it through there and get the high flag. And there you go. What a way to end the Just for the Fun of It tournament. And what do you think?
No, I think, like I say, it gave the name of this tournament all the credit it deserved just for the fun of it. The players having a great time out there. Commiserations for Petra. She did ever so well. I would have liked to have seen her score maybe 1 or 2 more goals during that game, but a solid player. So congratulations to both teams. Commiserations, of course, to the runners-up here. It is never a nice way to end the game when you have to go down to penalties. As I say, for me, both worthy winners, and I think the name, just for the fun of it, said it all.
You got it. What a game it was, and what a 13-goal team against a 16-goal team is going to a shootout, because that's it. You got to kind of pat yourself on the back, even making it to the shootout in a game like that. So congratulations to all teams. All right, well, we got the doubleheader coming to you. We're going to go to a little bit of a break, and they're getting ready right on field 2. We got to get Stephanie transferred over to field number 2. So stay with us here on Chucker TV. You know how it is. For Dale, I'm Dale Schwitzer, Yan Attic, Frank, and I speak for the whole Chucker TV family. I want to say thank you for making us leaders of Polo broadcasting. And, of course, here at Chucker TV, we love the Polo, but do not leave us. We'll be back for the finals of the 2021 Sun Cup on Field 2 here at the Grand Champions Polo Club.